Maddy suggested we should put the field bubble back on so that we'd flip back in 48 hours' time. If those creatures outside haven't managed to find us by then, we'd be safe from them. Because whatever progress they made in finding out where we're hiding would be lost when we reset. But Foster said it would drain too much power from charging up the displacement machine. He said that's the only thing that matters right now, getting that thing charged up. Jahula, I'd rather have the bubble on and have to wait a little longer. Every little noise outside makes me jump out of my skin.
How much longer do you reckon? Asked Maddy. Foster studied the row of winking lights on the machinery's charge display. I'd guess 4 or 5 more hours. That long? 4 or 5 more hours. We open the window and they should pop into existence right here. He smiled encouragingly at her. Simple as that. Although, it's not as simple as that, is it? Foster really wasn't certain the thudding generator in the back room was going to have stored up enough of a charge for them to produce a window big enough for even Liam. So many factors to consider. The distance from here, the size of the window, the mass of the persons being sent. All variables that affected how much energy would be needed. While they'd been tapped into New York's electricity grid, these weren't considerations that normally had to be taken into account. But now, running on what meager energy they managed to generate, every variable was an important factor to weigh up. And getting Liam and Bob home wasn't the only window they needed power for. There was also sending them back to where they needed to go to fix this problem once and for all. Foster had to be sure to conserve enough for a charge to be able to do that, too. He cursed under his breath. Too many unknowns.
So, they may have got the message, Foster, said Maddy. But what if they can't make it to the location we specified? What if it's just not possible? She tapped the monitor in front of her, showing a street map of Washington, D.C. The city could be completely different. There might not even be a street there in their time. It could have been built over by the Germans or razed to the ground or submerged beneath some large rubbish tip or... We have to take that chance, Foster said tiredly back in the old office chair with squeaky caster wheels and a faded threadbare cover. Liam's a smart lad. Between them, they'll find a way, Madeline. They'll find a way to make it there in time. If they're still alive, that is, she added grimly. Foster could have replied irritably that her doom and gloom wasn't exactly helping things. But she was right. There were many reasons why this was just a desperate shot in the dark. If it failed, then this is it. The world left forever like this, just ashes and rubble. And living within this ruined landscape, those pitiful mutated creatures feeding on the flesh of each other, scavenging like rats? In a few days' time, they'd be out of water and canned food, then have to be out there scavenging for food just like them. And how long before those creatures found them, found their little archway? They may mewl and babble like babies, but there was intelligence in those pale eyes. He could well imagine them slowly but surely scouring the city for them, gradually zeroing in on them. The thought of it set the gray hairs on his forearms on end. If those things managed to find them here, they'd work out a way to get inside. After all, their humble little base was little more than a crumbling bricks-and-mortar archway, hardly impregnable. They'll find a way in, and it will all be over very quickly. He couldn't let the girls know what he was thinking, of course. He couldn't let them know that he suspected their plan was almost certainly doomed to failure. The chance of the message getting through was painfully slim, let alone Liam and Bob being able to make the appointed window in time. And listening to the faltering, muffled chug of the generator, it sounded like it was on its last legs. Chances were there wasn't going to be enough of a charge on the displacement machine to get them out of this fix anyway. "You okay, Foster?" asked Maddy quietly. Quiet enough for Sal not to hear. "You don't look so good." He smiled. "I'm fine, just a little tired." "This is going to work, isn't it?" she asked. He needed to put a brave face on things for